Yo, it's Shades, word up. This the market master plan. Stop chasing tickers like a bunny, understand? The bottom's buying strategy is how you get the gains. Read the charts and learn to recognize the simple patterns. No more gambling, just systematic upgrading. Find the purple line support, that's a discount, kid. Paying all your monthly bills, that's the knowledge I give.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Bbai way under the purple line. So let's get rid of this line. We're under the purple line, and unfortunately we are headed toward $3. The market has to, I've been saying this for a while now, the market has to bounce. If it doesn't, this thing is going straight down to 3s, then 250. Those are your next big levels. Anyone who bought up there at 6 7s, this is why I was telling you, like, you know what, it's better to just stay away, because I mean, if it's gonna keep dumping, you will be holding 50% down. And this company does not have the financials behind it. It does not have the growing revenues, and it has not gotten a contract in a while. Usually it's the contracts that send the stock soaring every year, but so far it's been quite a dud. I mean, it traded within a range here, and the flippers could have made money, but I mean, in terms of swing trading opportunities, there's nothing here. If it does not hold here at 350s, I mean, that's grab by a horizontal line tool. Bam! If that does not hold, we come down to 290 to 310. So I would look for the bounce play down there. If anything, I would look to buy this at 3 and then set a stop loss at the low of the day, whatever that may be. Because again, you don't really want to. Who knows how low this is going to go? You don't want to end up like color shareholders holding it all the way down to $1, then reverse split. You don't want to be dealing with that. Yeah, from there, if we go any lower, it would be 236 to 250. So pretty big levels coming up. The last time we came down this low, it's big opportunity. So this whole zone here between 250 and 350 is buying opportunity if you believe it will recover back to the upside. Since it is following the market on the way down and following the market when it goes sideways, I believe it will recover. But again, because it does not have the growing revenues, I'm just going to play it a little safer and wait to see if it comes down. I think I'm going to look for the flip opportunity at 3. I think around 3. Yeah, because if it comes to 3, let me go here real quick. If it comes to 3, you buy the dip, you can probably flip it back to 370. Yeah, if you can get in at 3 and then it goes back to 370. Wow. Yeah, that's a 23% move. Holy crap. That kind of makes sense. I mean, if we go here, when it was trading in this range, it was just bouncing around 20% up and down. So yeah, 20% up and down. Let me just make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, it was just bouncing around in a volatile range there. So that's going to be the opportunity. This reminds me of color. I'm using color as an example. Color stock, right? You see the exact same pattern. It just keeps tanking, but it does find the sideways action. And when it goes sideways, there's opportunity to trade the range and make, about 20 to 40% within that range up and down. And then it breaks down and goes lower. And then it finds another trading range and rinse and repeat, right? And then it finds another trading range. So that's just a pattern I've noticed here with these stocks. They go down lower, but then they form a trading range, and they're volatile enough that they go up and down 20%. So that's kind of the play there. You're playing you're assuming, based on historical patterns, it's going to come down and trade in a range. So you look to buy at 3, look to flip it back above 350 for a nice 20%. That's not bad. I mean, 20% return there. And you set a stop at the low. The stop at the low is probably going to be around 290, maybe 299, somewhere around there. That's my prediction, at least, unless the market absolutely just blasts straight down or something. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, we have to switch strategies here. We're trying to do two things here. We're trying to time the bottom, at least the temporary bottom, and assuming it's going to go back up to the previous resistance, or where does support now become resistance, right? Because we just broke down here. This was support, and what happened when it broke down? I mean, it went from 529 to a low of 365. So, and now it just broke down again. So what does that mean? We would expect it to come down lower. but then it always bounces up for a nice 10-20%. So I say it's a buy at 3, sell target of, if you're looking for the quick flips, sell target of 350 to 4, make your 10-20%, and then just abuse that pattern until it breaks down again. If this starts reversing, then that's when you want to start actually going long for the swing trade, right? When it actually shows signs of a reversal. But right now we're not seeing signs of a reversal. We're seeing the signs of opposite. We're just going down again. So like, you got to know, you know, when to hold them and when to fold them, and when to have stop losses and when not to have stop losses, right? When we were trading this above the purple line, it was beautiful, right? It would just come down and we'd buy, and then it would just go back up, and then we buy the purple line and go back up, and rinse and repeat. We're not in that situation anymore. We're not in those market conditions anymore. So we gotta adapt and switch over to different strategies. I still don't like that Bbai doesn't have the growing revenues, but that doesn't mean there isn't opportunity, right? I see the opportunity here for 20%. But the difference between the purple line strategy in a bull market and this strategy that I'm showing you right now is that in a bull market, well, it's easy, right? You buy the purple line and everything just keeps going up. Woo! Right? Everything just keeps going up. Woo! So easy. But but here we got to be pinpoint. We got to have stop losses. We got to be on point, because we don't want to hold this all the way down if it comes down to $1. We don't know how low things are going to go. We don't know how long this bear market's going to last. The crash started in October, November, December, January, February, March. It's March 21st. Goddamn, time goes by fast. It's about to be April, so we're gonna be 7 months in. I think the previous bear market lasted, 9 months, if I recall. Right? Was it 9 months or 10 months? Somewhere around there. So, in my opinion, we're getting close to bottoming out. But just to be clear, like, bottoming out, when I say bottoming out, that doesn't mean we immediately reverse into a huge run, right? Like, here it bottomed out at 150, and it went sideways for a few months, and then it started climbing, but it slowly started climbing and then pulling back, climbing higher, pulling back. So just wanted to point out, it's not like it's going to shoot straight up like it did here. Here, I forgot the catalyst here, but here it shot up in a few days from $4 to 10. Like, unless it gets a catalyst, we're not going to shoot up and spike to $10 or even $7. I mean, from $3 to $6, that's 100% actually. Again, if we see signs of a reversal, I'll let you know. I'll make a video and I'll be like, hey guys, guess who's gonna buy this for a swing again? Oh yeah, now it's looking good for the swing. I mean, guys, if you want to make 100% easy, you need stock prices to get real cheap so that you can buy the discount. And then when it rallies back up in the bull run, you make your 100%, 200%, etc. I'm taking a look at the moving averages here. Yeah, so something interesting here on the weekly time frame. The purple line, the last time we came down to this purple line, it was a huge buying opportunity. But again, we got to wait and see if we're actually going to pull down here. Notice how it came down to the purple line on the weekly time frame, and it just went sideways here for, like I said, a few months. So again, don't think that it's just going to immediately run away from you. Oh no, I have to buy all in right now. No, guys, it's not an immediate reversal into a bull run. It takes time. Usually you got to go sideways a little bit, then you go into the bull run. So I mean, after 7 months of this garbage downside pattern, we're finally looking like we might be headed towards a reversal. Just based on historical patterns, monthly time frame. Boy, oh boy, that ascending triangle did not work out. Instead, we started dumping. On the monthly time frame, yeah, we are coming down to a very big level here, 3 to 350. That makes sense. So again, if you're more of a long-term holder, this is where you would want to be adding if you really believe in this long term. 3 to 350 would not be a bad opportunity. See, I'd be lying to you if I said, "Hey guys, don't buy at $3, don't buy at $3.50, buy at 10." Like that would be the worst trader in the world. Hey guys, don't buy down here when it's discounted. You buy high, guys. Buy at 10. Wait for BBI at 10. Chase it at 10 because it's going to go to 100 when you chase. Yeah, I'm obviously being sarcastic for those of you who are newer to the channel. That's not how that works. Also, notice on the quarterly time frame, this looks like a cup and maybe forming the handle here. and we would eventually get the big move back up. So we'll see if that's how it plays out. Yearly time frame, again, quarterly time frame, we still got a long ways to go for the previous quarter. On the yearly time frame, it looks absolutely horrendous. It was trending to the upside, and now it's starting off the year pretty bad. But I mean, what doesn't look terrible? What doesn't look terrible right now? So, with that said, I think 350 it's looking good for 100% plus return on the swing back up. If you just want to flip it, I would say flip it at 350. Buy at 3, flip it at 350 to 4, make your 20 to 25%. And I'll leave it at that, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's been a while since I talked about Bbai, let alone talk about it positively. But we needed this stock to get really discounted, right? I did not want to buy at 6. I did not want to buy at 5. I did not want to buy at 7s because the market looked like it was going to tank. So why not just sit back, let it come down nice and cheap, and look at this. Our reward for sitting back and doing nothing is we get to buy it at $2.50 or $3 or even maybe even $2.50. We get to buy it at an even steeper discount. If I had alerted at $6, man, you guys would be like, oh my god, Shades, I'm down 50%. I'd be like, well, yeah, clearly I'm an idiot. I should have just waited. But here we are, guys. I'm giving you the thumbs up. You can't see it. I'm giving you the thumbs up. This looks good. Like, we needed this drop to get those steep discounts. Again, be cautious. It doesn't have the growing revenues, right? It doesn't. So just be cautious, right? This is a little more dangerous than something that has the growing revenues. Alright, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Shades, patience trading, yo, the method is divine. Paying all my bills off on the market's own dime. No chasing hot stocks, no flipping like a bunny. Just discipline, execution for the steady money. Peep the purple line, that's the magnet for the buying. Bottoms buying strategy, no more long-term crying. Master all the patterns that are abusable for profit. Got 3 separate accounts just to stack it in my pocket. My cats Wolfie and Tangy helped me write this master plan. A simple strategy manual for the everyday man.